Good evening and welcome to 6 p.m. Prime with me, Pooja Shali, the show where news of direct concern to you will now find space. It's a big day today. For the first time since March 2020, which is over a year now, today schools reopened in Punjab and Uttarakhand and Chhattisgarh. 3 states for now, but where the children decided to shut their computer screens, return to the classroom, met their friends and of course the teachers. How was their first day? Is India now ready to open schools in other states as well while the COVID pandemic is raging on? Watch this special report and then we'll return to our guests.
ऑफिस से फोन आ रहा है।
It is back to school for these children and the joy is more than evident. After all, for more than one long year, the computer screen was their only classroom.
घर में इतने महीने रहे आप, आज स्कूल आ रहे हो, कैसा लग रहा है?
अच्छा लग रहा है। बोला कि मार्क्स पहन के आना है, सब पूरी वर्दी और अच्छे से कॉपी किताब वो सारा काम पूरा करके।
Punjab, Uttarakhand and Chhattisgarh took the lead by resuming physical classes. Punjab opening schools for all classes.
Schools in Punjab for classes between 1st standard to 9th standard will be opening first time after a long gap. Remember, classes for 10th, 11th and 12th standard are already going on from 26th of July.
Locked up in their homes all this while, the excitement to return to their school could not be missed.
घर से बोला था मास्क मुंह से उतारना नहीं, सैनिटाइजर करके रखना।
अच्छा, तो कितने टाइम बाद आप स्कूल आ रहे हो, कैसा लग रहा है आपको आज?
अच्छा लग रहा है।
While students are happy, school management is also on tenterhook, taking every measure possible to ensure that their premises remains COVID-free.
सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग के लिए हमने बच्चों की जो स्ट्रेंथ है क्लास की वो 50% की हुई है, तो अप्रॉक्सीमेटली एक कमरे में 15-16 के करीब बच्चे बैठेंगे, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं बैठेंगे। अगर उनका मन मानता है तो वो बच्चे को भेजें, इट्स नॉट कंपल्सरी। पेरेंट्स की कंसेंट लेके ही हम बच्चे को क्लास में बिठा रहे हैं।
The hill state of Uttarakhand has also opened schools, but only for students between 9th and 12th standard.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। मतलब जब मैम ने बताया कि 2 अगस्त से स्कूल खुल रहे, तो हम पहले ही से मतलब ड्रेस जो बुक्स थे हमने लिया। हम बहुत एक्साइटेड थे कि इतने दिनों बाद हमारा स्कूल खुल रहा है, हम पढ़ेंगे, क्योंकि पेपर भी अब होने ही वाले हैं हमारे, तो हम बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है हमें स्कूल आके।
While these children are thrilled to return and meet their friends, parents are still worried.
बस यही हुई है भी दूरी थोड़ा रखन, ठीक है, मास्क लगा के रखन ਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਸਕੂਲ ਵਾਲਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੂਰਾ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਲਈ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਬਣਦਾ ਉਹ ਕਰੋ।
Chhattisgarh has opened its school premises, but only for students between class 10 to 12.
आज हम लोग बहुत दिन बाद स्कूल आ रहे हैं, तो मुझे तो बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है और ऑनलाइन क्लास पढ़ के बहुत बोर भी हो गए थे और फ्रेंड से भी मिलने को मिल रहा है।
बहुत एक्साइटेड है हम लोग टीचर्स लोग से मिलने के लिए, सब न्यू फ्रेंड्स, न्यू टीचर्स, तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा एक्साइटेड है हम लोग।
Even Uttar Pradesh has now decided to follow. It will be opening its school doors at 50% capacity from 16th of August. Reopening schools when the COVID pandemic is still raging on is a tough decision for any school to take. But in states that are now witnessing a lower number of cases, it is time perhaps that normalcy returns for children of India. With Manjeet Sehgal in Chandigarh and Dilip Rathore in Dehradun, Bureau Report, India Today. Now remember, opening of schools is primarily a matter of debate now. Not everybody is convinced, not every parent is ready. So who are for and who are against, and what is basically there on the debate? Let's take a look. Now, the ones who are supporting, who are saying it's time for children to go to school is because children, according to them, can handle infection. There is a lower risk of severe COVID among kids this time, at least in the past 2 waves as it has shown. Importantly, Children have been missing out on critical social and life skills, just confined to their rooms, to computer screens. There is a digital divide for online classes. Remember, online education is also a privilege for many people. Not everyone has an access to internet connection or smartphones. But the ones who are not ready yet to send their children to schools, and why? Let's take a look at that portion as well. Threat of a third wave, which is imminent. There is no vaccination for children yet. We can expect it only in the next few months. School safety protocols. Are the schools ready? Have they put in proper arrangements for the wards who are coming? Importantly, there's no clear definition of social distancing. How do you social distance when there are children sitting together in class and not many are going to wear masks through the day? Importantly, do these schools have proper ventilation in classes? That will be a challenge as well. Now, while the debate continues, remember, this is surreal. A year after confined themselves to the rooms, they have returned to their classes. I now have on my show people and students specifically who have returned to their classes. They do not want to be restricted to computer screens. These students now, can we have them on our screens? Clearly a lot of happiness. I've spoken to many students. They are from the schools in Punjab. We also have other guests who are joining us. Shantanu Prakash, founder Millennium School. Sumit Agarwal, who's a parent. We'll hear to their views as well. But I want to go across to the children. 4 bright boys joining us there from Punjab. हमें पहले बताइए कि 1 साल बाद जब आप वापस स्कूल गए, किस तरह का माहौल था? क्या जाते ही एक दूसरे को गले लगा लिया या थोड़ा सा सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग मेंटेन किया? Over to you, boys.
Ma'am, social distancing was kept there.
If you can hear me, एक दूसरे से जब आप मिले, आप कौन सी क्लास में पढ़ते हैं? How was the mood there in the class? How did you interact with each other? Were you cautious that I'm not going to hug my friend right now just yet?
Yes, ma'am. Today, as the schools continued after a long time, and so that's why the students.
आप माइक्रोफोन अपने पास करिए, so we can hear what you have to say clearly. I cannot hear what you have to say. Yes, go ahead.
So that's why the students were a little aggressive to meet each other and having a little threat in their minds also that someone can be a corona positive. So that's why we maintain the social distancing.
I will just try that audio issue resolved just a while, because these children, remember, not really used to and not really aware of how precisely to use their microphones. Please, we'll just get that resolved in a short while. I want to go across now to Shantanu Prakash. He's a founder of Millennium Schools. Sir, parents are watching right now. There are many other schools in Haryana, Delhi who will start opening up as well. What are the precautions that you're taking? How are you going to convince the parents that it is time you can safely send your children to our school and we'll ensure that they are safe and their education is now back on track?
Sure, Pooja ji. I think it's a great decision that the government has taken to actually open the schools. And the reality actually is that the parents are now trying to convince the school managements that please open the school really fast. So what has actually happened in reality is that, you know, being confined to the home in a claustrophobic environment, staring at the screen for 4 to 5 hours a day, it has had a massive toll on mental health issues. Apart from the fact that huge learning gaps have emerged between students, what they could have learned and what their actual learning is going to be. And सबसे important ये बात है that this learning gap is never going to come back. We have lost this time forever. So for the first time, I'm saying, in COVID-1, we saw a lot of fear. In COVID-2, we saw desperation. But now I'm seeing a completely different mindset from parents. The parents are saying, we can't wait for schools to open. And some of the interviews that you did on the field just now, parents are excited and kids are even more excited. With regards to schools, of course, schools have to be...
But have you, what are the precautions, Shantanu Prakash, that you've set up? For example, are there screens in place? How are they going to be social distance with each other? Children would want to mingle with each other. Parents who've asked me some of the questions are saying, we are not convinced that school will be prepared enough because the students are going to want to meet each other. They will not want to wear a mask all the time. What precautions specifically have you decided to prepare?
So Pooja, I think what has really happened is that the schools have got more than a year and a half now to prepare. So this is not something that has hit us out of the blue. Now, every kind of research is out there as to what needs to be done. There are ICMR guidelines, there are CBSE guidelines, there are state government guidelines. So anything and everything, from checking the temperature the moment you board the bus. So now we have got apps that can do that. From making a secondary check when you enter the school, ensuring that all the teachers and every staff is double vaccinated, ensuring that there is a sanitizer that's available on every classroom. Of course, I can't imagine that any school today will not practice social distancing. So I think the entire protocol and more, schools are definitely going to do. But is it going to be a scenario where you can promise that not a single case will come? Obviously not. Let us not be foolishly optimistic. Yes. Despite the best efforts that the school management will take, there could be some issues that may arise.
And that's precisely a fear which is justified, rightly so, felt by a lot of parents. Nobody wants to put their own child at risk. Sumit Agarwal is a parent. How old is your child? And aren't parents exhausted of having to manage both work and children's education at home? Wouldn't you want them to be going out? What is your concern? Because you today could be representing thousands and lakhs of parents who are not yet sure that they want to send their children back to their classrooms in person.
Yes, definitely, Pooja. I have two children. One is 6th standard and one is 11th standard. And my daughter already missed the 10th exams of CBSE board exams. But definitely, I would agree with most of the things which Mr. Shantanu has said on social learning and economical also aspect, which the school reopen will make to this country. But definitely, I must say that we are crossing the line of safety. I am very apprehensive about the credibility and the preparedness of these schools.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because I know how the guidelines are followed. Guidelines are already there for most of the things, how the children should behave in the bus, how the bus conductor or bus driver should behave. We have seen that those guidelines are also not followed. So in this COVID scenario, am I sure that school will follow a very good hybrid model of teaching online and offline students at the same time? Will the difference in education or impact in education remain same? I'm sure that the eagerness, aggressiveness, and enthusiasm, emotional aspect of children will definitely, I think, will break the rules of all protocols or guidelines which should be followed in the schools. And
so parents are not convinced if all the guidelines will be followed, and I think it's a rightly felt fear by a lot of parents, but many of course want their children to go back as well. I want to go back to our students from Punjab, and I apologize for that little break that we had to bring in with our kids here. Manchan, Kartike, Anurag, Sukhdeep, 4 of you having gone back to your classes. Manchan, can I have that first question to you? How did it feel today? And a question everybody would want to know, was it hug at first sight, or did you manage to keep at least at distance for a while with your friends?
Mom, I managed to keep the distance because friendship is at another end and safety is at another end. So keeping safe is better than keeping friendship. I don't say that break friendship if you are not even. We can have friendship by chit-chatting, having a distance of 2 feet between among us. So it is not compulsory to hug our friends to express our friendship.
Okay, so keep your friendship, but of course important to keep safety guidelines in mind. Very important view there by you, Manchan. Anurag, what about you? How was your first reaction? How did the class continue? Were you immediately let in? Were your temperature checked? Did the teacher say something to you on your first day?
Ma'am, teachers motivated us to come to the schools, and they created an environment with a proper social distancing between us. And our friends were also present there, but we kept a proper distance between us so that we can take the proper precautions in this COVID era.
Was distancing maintained, and the teachers there were very sure that they wanted to follow all the guidelines. Kartike, over to you now. How was your first day? What did you say to your friends? Were you also fed up with the online classes. Were you waiting to go back to your classes today?
Yes, ma'am, it was too boring to just keep watching the phone. So I'm very happy that classes have started offline.
Can you speak louder,
And it wasn't
Karthikeya,
easy
because
to
I'm not
keep-
able to hear you clearly.
It wasn't easy to keep a distance from friends as we are habitual to shake our hands and all. So, but we kept our mind stable and just kept distance between us.
And Sukhdeep, my final word to you as well. Why are you all of you so serious? Because if I were to go back to my school after a year, I would be more than happy. But I understand that you also were very cautious. How was your first day at school, Sukhdeep? Would you want this now to continue? Would you want to go back to online classes?
No, ma'am. I want to continue the offline schools as the study
Yes.
laws is there, and that's why we are more conscious to ready for the offline classes, and we are having a loss of study because of the online exams and online classes. Attending the online classes is boring, and watching the phone whole day will lose of eyesight and many more. So,
Alright, so,
because of COVID era, that's why we are not much happy to attend the classes, but then also we are ready to attend the offline classes.
Okay. So keep your friendship, but also ensure all COVID guidelines are in place. But online classes are boring. And I think Sukhdeep is speaking for perhaps as many students as we know, fed up of sitting in front of a computer, a phone for almost 6 hours. They want to return to their classes, to their normal life. Thank you so much. Boys, I wish the audio line was better, but thank you so much for joining us. And also, of course, to our other two guests who have joined us to give us your perspective, because it's important to understand, remember, it's a big day.